to Unit 3 of Introduction to Women's Ministry. In this unit, we're going to be talking about the purpose of women's ministry. Why even have a women's ministry? Well, some of the purposes of having a women's ministry is to help churches build ministries that they equip ladies to be taught in the Word and how to share and reach out to other women and minister to other women, that enable other women to be equipped and to reach disciples and then make disciples. And then to lead women into saving knowledge of Jesus Christ, to lead them into a relationship with Jesus. So what are some of the goals of women's ministry? One, to teach women how to serve, to provide opportunities for women to serve together, to serve other women, and to just encourage one another in our relationships with Christ. One is to just promote the work of God through women in our churches and to provide opportunities for women to grow in their faith in Jesus Christ. So if you want to begin a women's ministry, where do you start? First, you need to start with prayer. Begin to pray and ask the Lord to show you how to start your women's ministry. What are the needs for your particular area, for the church in which you serve? Pray and ask the Lord to guide you, to lead you to a few ladies who will be with you and help you begin the ministry. You want to share your vision with the church staff so that they can begin praying with you as well, and so that the ministry will kind of come in line with the overall vision of the church. And then you want to network with other women in your area who are doing women's ministry. One place to look is your local association, local Baptist association, to begin to find out who are the other women's ministry leaders in your area. Get to know those ladies. Find out what is working at their churches, what ideas you can share together about reaching women in your particular area. And then you want to assess the needs that you might have in your particular church. You may want to do this through an assessment tool that you create. You could create a written one that you give out on a Sunday or a Wednesday or whenever your women might meet together. You could create one that you send out via email or text messaging or social media. There are so many different ways that you can use assessment tools now, and so you want to be sure that you create one that asks your ladies what are their needs, what did they see as a need for women's ministry. Then you want to develop a purpose statement. You want to pray through what your purpose is as a women's ministry. Next, you'll need to consider childcare. How will you be able to offer childcare for events? Will you be able to offer childcare? And if not, what are some alternatives you can do to help ladies who have a need for childcare? Then you want to determine the financial needs that you'll have for this ministry, for your different events, for the Bible studies, for all the programming that you have involved. You want to determine your financial needs and decide how you will help meet those financial needs. If you will need to sell tickets for events, if your church will be able to provide a budget for you, how will you meet the financial needs? And pray and ask the Lord to help you and to provide those needs. You might want to conduct a survey for the ladies in your ministry, especially to determine who can help you with leadership and then what gifts they might have. Then that you want to organize your leadership, begin to ask and pray about who you would be involved in your ministry. And then you want to communicate with the church. Share the vision with your church. Begin to ask the church to pray about the ministry and see where God leads. And then you want to have some type of event or meeting to kick off your ministry so that those ladies can come together and learn more about what you're going to be doing with your women's ministry. You want to study God's Word together, especially with your leadership team. You might want to gather together a group and meet as often as possible to study together. Then you want to evaluate the events and the ministries that you're having. So you want to assess what's working, what's not working, what changes you might need to make. So you want to be sure that you evaluate, and you want to try to incorporate balance so that you're offering different opportunities and that you provide a variety of avenues for ministry for women. Those are just some of the ideas that you might need to begin starting a women's ministry and where to start. So I pray that as God leads you to begin your women's ministry, that you will be sensitive to Him, that you will take these ideas into consideration, and that you will continue to be equipped for God's call on your life to minister to women.